My fellow atheists, you know me. Most of the time, I try to approach these arguments with logic, reason, and evidence. I try to be fair to the other side and tell them where they've gone wrong based on reality. But the truth is that every now and then you run across an argument so disgusting, so thoroughly lacking in reason or empathy, that I'm afraid only outrage can take over. Outrage coupled with logic, no less. But still, this is one of those times. Let's do this. Hey everybody, BionicDance here. So, I'd like you to meet a fellow goes by the name SDV Jesus. And he's only got 11 subscribers, and he's only subscribed to 3 people, one of whom is Shock of God. So you can imagine what we're dealing with here. But I was looking through videos looking for something to talk about, and I came across his, and let me tell you, some of the things he said filled me with a kind of outrage such that you cannot understand. Mind you, I'll try to approach this as reasonably and rationally as possible, because you know that's my goal. And most of the stuff he said that just made me cranky came at the end of the video. So give me a bit, we'll get there. Let's have a look at what he says.
Hello everyone, it's SDV Jesus, and today I want to talk to atheists because they don't believe in God, and I want them to experience the love of God.
You know, the truth is I have never heard God described in a way that I would consider loving. So either you're ignoring things that are in your holy book, or you're describing a God that isn't in here, or you and I have different standards for what qualifies as loving. Either way, I don't want to experience your God's love. Where do we go from here?
Come on, you need to experience the love of God. His love is so amazing that's why I'm spreading His word, because He is so amazing. Oh my God, He is amazing.
Nah. Spider-Man is amazing. Your God is a jerkwad.
Come on, you never gave Him a chance. Why are you gonna just deny Him?
I tried to pray, kiddo. Who says I never gave God a chance? I've tried it. It got me nowhere. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling whatever the hell it is you're feeling. Is it possible? Have you ever considered the chance that it may be you're just full of crap and lying to yourself without realizing it, engaging in wishful thinking? Did you ever consider that possibility? Because I suspect not.
God makes your life miserable, for you can go until you need Him.
Wait, what? Did anyone else hear that? Let's do that again.
God makes your life miserable, for you can go until you need Him.
God makes my life miserable so that I will need Him? Look, I don't know my psychological profiles that well, the various syndromes and shit, but to me that sounds like either codependence or Münchausen by proxy or something. That's fucking sick. God makes me miserable, so I will need Him? If God didn't make me miserable, I wouldn't need Him, apparently. Think about that for a minute. This is a God you want to worship? That's the kind of God I would fight. That's the kind of God whose ass I would kick had I the ability. If such a thing were real. Thankfully, I don't believe God exists at all. If there's anything miserable about my life, it's just rotten luck. Or other humans being assholes. But still, the point is, if an all-powerful and allegedly all-loving God is making my life miserable specifically so I can need Him, fuck that God. Fuck that God in the ear.
That's what He does. That's how He works.
And you want to worship that God? Are you fucking kidding me?
That is good.
I'd hate to hear your definition of bad.
People are gonna need Him one day. That's what He does. He makes their life miserable. We need that. We need to be poor. We need to have problems, for we can need God.
We need to have problems so that we can need God? Are you kidding me? Do you not realize how sick that is? I'm having trouble expressing it. This is not the first take at a shot. I've spent most of them just growling and snarling at the very thought, because that is a God I would oppose to every fiber of my being. That is sick. A God that has that much power and makes us miserable so we'll need him? God, no! I'm just glad that God doesn't exist, but the fact that you believe in it and want me to be on your side, that is twisted, kiddo. Sick and deranged.
We need problems so we can need God. The less problems we have, the less we need God.
Well, then I don't want to need God, because I'd rather have fewer problems. And if the only reason I'm having God is to solve the problems, what's the frickin' point? I'd rather just plain not have the problem in the first place and make God irrelevant. Because why should God be necessary? That doesn't make any sense unless God is a sick asshole, a needy, self-important rat bastard that nobody should ever feed. Ever.
And atheists, if you believe in the Big Bang, alright, what caused the Big Bang?
I don't know, and neither do you. Let's find out instead of making up fairy tales and figuring that's good enough, huh?
You can't just say nothing. It can't just happen like, ooh, Big Bang, and the sunset and water and the planets and the earth and us. That can't happen with a Big Bang. That's crazy.
And believing in your magical fairy godfather isn't?
But when there's a powerful God that created us, which is eternal means no beginning, no end. That makes more sense than a Big Bang that just happened out of nowhere.
A magical being that has always existed makes more sense to you? Really? 'Cause it seems to me that you're basically saying, well, the universe didn't just pop into existence, but this magical guy in togas who glows, yeah, he was always there. That makes more sense to you? Really?
So, I want you in the comments, atheists, to answer that. How's a Big Bang just gonna happen, or how's life just gonna happen while a being that's powerful to make us?
The truth is, we actually have a fairly good handle on where life came from. You probably should just go look it up and do a little bit of research instead of making shit up. As to the existence of the universe, we're working on it. And that's better. To say, I don't know, but let's find out, is better than to say I'd prefer a wrong answer that feels good to admitting I don't know, which is what you're doing.
You should just give him a chance. Just pray. Just give him a chance to do something in your life.
What makes you think I haven't tried to pray, kiddo? I gave it a shot. It got me nowhere. God doesn't heal amputees, and I'm not an amputee, but that's metaphorical. Means that God doesn't do something that we can check on. That wouldn't happen thanks to ordinary everyday science. So, either your God is completely freaking lame, or he doesn't exist. Pick one.
Because you can't just be living thinking that it was just a Big Bang. A Big Bang happened. I can't believe that.
Your incredulity is irrelevant. The facts speak for themselves. Check them out, 'cause the Big Bang is most likely given the evidence we have. It's not for certain, but we're really close.
Well, guys, have a wonderful Saturday. God bless.
May the Force be with you. Fellow space travelers, this has been BionicDance, getting kinda cranky about it all for once. You wonder where atheists come from? It's sick shit like this. Anyway, I'll catch you like the plague. Have fun, gang. Vote me down and I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.